Most people have no idea this exists in the UK. Behind these doors, you see a completely different side of cannabis, one built around control, consistency, testing, and medical standards. This is Glass Pharms, a licensed UK medical cultivation facility and one of the most important names in the UK medical cannabis industry. Yo, my Blazers, it's Blazin, and this one's been a long time coming. Today, I'm taking you behind the scenes at Glass Pharms to see what actually goes into producing medical flower here in the UK. We'll get a proper look at the process from the inside, including the drying stage, something there's been plenty talk about in the community, and you'll hear directly how parts of the process are handled. From the grow rooms to secure areas that most people will never get to see, this tour gave me a completely different understanding of what professional medical cultivation actually looks like. This whole experience was a massive learning curve for me. I would like to give a massive thank you to the Glass Pharms team. A huge shout out to my best friend and cameraman, Frosty. He helped capture this journey, so make sure you check out his adventures and support his YouTube channel below. Now, I'll be honest with you, while filming this, I definitely used some wrong terminology here and there. So you know, I'm learning as I go, and this tour helped me understand how different the language, standards, and processes are at a professional medical level. And at certain points, you can see it on me, I'm just overwhelmed, I'm so happy, left me in awe, honestly. So enjoy the tour with me, take it in with me, and let's have a proper look behind the scenes at Glass Pharms. Stay lit, stay locked in, stay blazing. To start things off, I asked Anna how often they carry out what I call deflowering at the time, but a better term is de-leafing or defoliation. Anna then broke down how the team manages that part of the process throughout the grow cycle. And how many times a day would you say you had to do the deflowering?
So it depends which what day of the week it is, but usually we're taking plants for specifically that job, which is de-leafing twice a week. Then we do take plants from the veg zone twice a week as well. And then harvesting is happening every day. So everything needs to be timed. Basically every single cultivar spending different time in different zones.
Okay.
So the flow needs to keep going and you need to care enough to take the cultivar on time, give the job that is needed, and then return it back as soon as possible to the
appropriate
environment
place
that they actually need to grow better.
Because if not, then it'll stress them out, right?
Yeah. You need to try to limit the stress as less as possible. So a container to go from one area to here is taking between 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So the team and I need to work 3 hours ahead every day to manage to be sure that everything goes back on time in the glass room.
I can't believe that this place was built within a year. And,
So I joined the business when this whole place was just the soil with a small team of 5 people. And then we start being involved into every single procedure that was going on site. So from the smallest building of this system that you just filmed to lifting pipes, to painting the pipes, actually connecting them as well. It was a huge project, but it was very enjoyable to do it because now when I have one of my teams come with a screw and they're like, oh, I just found this. I know exactly where it comes from. Yeah. It's very helpful. Very helpful.
So cool.
Yeah.
And just being in touch with a project like that, especially this big, I can imagine that your heart and your dedication goes to it. That's why you want to make sure that everything here is up to top-notch quality. And that's why I can see the love and the care that you the whole team puts into this.
Yes.
Oh, that is amazing.
Well, I moved my whole family to come here to work together, to invest ourselves in it. Yeah. So this project for me is more like a second home than just a project.
Than a project. No, it's not just a job, it's actual it's your life.
Yeah.
No, it's your life. 100%.
I spend here more time than I go home and spend there with my family. So
and these are being harvested?
No. So at the minute, they're getting our crop work done. So it depending of which stage the plants are, we're doing different crop work to the plants. So basically we can achieve the best result on the final stage.
Awesome.
So that's what they're doing at the minute, just taking care of them because everything needs care.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's the same with the plants.
Yeah, exactly.
So at the minute, our guys are doing de-leafing.
De-leafing, or the topping, basically.
Actually, it's removing any extra product that will not reach the level that we need on the bottom. And that can be leaves, branches as well. So we can actually get the airflow quite nicely from the bottom.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
I believe they'll call it popcorning, right? They
No, we don't use that language.
No? Okay,
it's
cool.
just de-leafing.
De-leafing, all right, awesome.
We are very careful what kind of language
you use. All right. What strains do you have out at the moment?
So we have quite a different ones.
Yeah,
Every container that you see is different cultivar with different strains as well. So we have a quite big mixture of those. Yeah.
And would they be all in? Would they be sectioned off? So would one section have one strain and the other one?
Yes. So as you can see, that's our tables on which we're growing the cultivars on. And every table will be a different cultivar, labeled exactly what it is.
Okay.
And then they will be sectioned between 2, 3, or 4 containers each. So we can actually follow the flow through the whole system. Yeah.
Brilliant. But this would be the finished product or the deflowering, and essentially what they want to do here is push for the maximum potential in the genetics and ensure that they grow big and healthy, essentially. And you can see here how they maneuver the trays and everything. Everything's in like a mechanical rotation, so they're able to make things so much easier and make the process a lot more efficient, basically. It's a dream come true, to be honest. Here you can see how the medication moves through the facility. What's interesting about Glass Pharms is that the whole facility was built from the ground up and designed around this process. From the secure transfer points to the tray system to the decontamination stages, everything has been built to keep the product moving in a controlled and consistent way. The metal trays are passed through this secure window onto a non-linear track system, which then carries them to the correct area. As they move through, they pass through UV decontamination to help maintain cleanliness and to reduce contamination risk. So now you've got an idea of how the medication moves around the facility, Anna's going to carry on breaking down the next stage and explain how the process continues from here.
Is more like final.
Oh, wow.
So you can see how the structure of the bud is now different. They are more swollen, they are more heavier, because on this zone, which is the late flower, we're trying to achieve now final product for our customers. So here is where we're putting a lot of more after the growing hacks and actually of the environment controls.
Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
Obviously, they're important in every single zone,
Yeah.
but here is where we're trying to create the bud structure we are actually looking for and we want to achieve.
What you want to present to the actual
Yeah.
patients.
Yeah. And
Grab more.
did you manage to feel the smell that came out of it?
Yeah.
So that's all of the terpenes from the different cultivars that is coming out of the glass house. We have different sizes, different cultivars, different structure of the buds. Even the color on it is quite distinctive on the back ones, where you can see the purpleness in them.
Yeah.
So that's why they're a little bit more darker.
Okay.
And that's specific for the cultivar, which is in those containers.
Oh, wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
This just looks incredible.
Yeah.
I can see why you wouldn't complain about going to work now.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, everything is a huge team effort with the team that we have on the floor that every day take care of the plants. They putting their soul and hearts into the job. If they're needed extra and they need to come for more work, they will come and do it.
Oh, wow.
So it's just a mutual respect between them and me.
And okay.
That works very well.
That's the important part,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah. You can't do nothing alone.
Yeah, no, it takes
You can't
a
do
team.
nothing alone. It takes a team to keep this place running and to keep it as good as it looks.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And I can imagine you need a very good, efficient team to make sure that everything runs
Yes.
smoothly.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So what would you say it takes to be a part of the team? Could you name me 2 qualities that would stand out for you?
I think the first one is you need to be passionate
Yeah.
about the job. And then the second one will be the mutual respect.
The mutual
Because it's just making life easier.
Yeah.
And it's making every single job that comes your way much easier when the load is spread between your colleagues and you.
Exactly.
So I think that's the 2 most important things for me.
Wow.
You should never be afraid to ask for help, to share information, to share data that you collected, because the only thing with that whole information is you make the business go better, the product get better, and then achieving exactly what we are looking for, and the customer make them happy as well,
Exactly.
because they have a specific a specific bracket that they want to see their product in. They want to achieve the results that they're looking for, especially when, we have customers that have cancer, we have customers with autism, things like that need to be taken care of, and they need to get what they're actually trying to achieve as results. But yeah, pretty much if you want to know anything else, I'm open. Yeah.
What is one thing that you've learned with working with cannabis that's completely different to other plants?
Compare, let's say, the cherry tomato plant with the cannabis plant, it's so much easier to stress the cherry tomato plant. And also the effects of that are happening on the cherry tomato plants 8 weeks ago. You can't change nothing when it comes to harvest. When in the cannabis plants, you do have that gap of adjusting things. And as soon as it's stressed out, the plant will show you what actually is wrong. You just need to be able to read it and to understand I need to adjust things so you don't suffocate the plant.
That's very true. Communication with your plant is very important.
Just being able to read your plants. That's very important. Because I think that plants are like humans. They will talk to you, but in different ways. So if you read through it, you can actually manage to adjust things on time. And
it's just being able to read those signs. No, that is very true. And what would you say is one thing that would mainly stress out a plant? Let's say, is there a main thing that that would cause stress to a lot of plants, or is there
Yes. Well, if you don't control your humidities, if you don't control your temperatures, you can stress your plant extremely quick and fast. So that's why we have an environmental computer that helps us a lot into the growing of these plants, and every single setting needs to be put in place correctly. So you kind of like limit the issues with that.
Okay, no, that's amazing. As you can see here, they do the quality control here. We're seeing part of the final quality control stage. The team is inspecting the flower, tidying up the buds and preparing them for packaging, making sure the end product is consistent and meets medical standards. I would like to give a massive thank you to the Glass Pharms team for opening their doors, giving me their time and letting me capture the process up close. Big thank you to Anna, the head grower, Mike, the absolute legend, Richard, the managing director, and everyone else that you see from as we go through the tour. Before we carry on the tour, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everyone supporting the channel. Videos like this take a lot of time in travel, coordinating, film, editing, and just to put together properly. So if you do want to support the channel, use code Blazin over at CBD Bud Shop. It really helps the channel and it helps me make content. After lunch, we carried on with the tour, and Richard, the managing director, took us over to the area where they treat water and manage the nutrients. This part was really interesting because it showed us the other side of the grow that people probably don't think about straight away. Because the water, the nutrients, and how everything's measured and controlled, it all plays a massive role in keeping the grow consistent. It's absolutely amazing. And sorry, may I ask, how did you get into the industry?
Very interesting. So I've been in the industry, I've been in growing since 1984. Wow. So a little while now. So I got into growing by mistake, really. My family were builders. I was laid off. And then I got a job picking tomatoes.
Nice.
And then I thought, you know what, this is really cool. Went full time, went to college. Company paid for me to go to college at the time, which was cool. Then I actually climbed through the ranks. Ended up as horticultural director and then as managing director.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's
you really went through the ranks basically. You really
considering this wasn't originally a chosen career.
Sorry,
I apologize. But how did I get into cannabis? Is obviously a different sideline to that. So I met with a couple of guys who were looking at a special design of glasshouse, which I was operating a glasshouse of that design. And I gave them a tour, showed them around, explained how it works, blah, blah, blah. Did that for an hour and a half, spent a bit of time with them. And then they came back to me about a month and a half later and said, do you want to run our cannabis facility? So cannabis is not what hadn't been a passion of mine. What was a passion of mine was sort of finishing my career, doing my last job in something that made a difference. So that was sort of really appealed. But particularly with this company, it's the high tech aspect of what we're doing, and that really, really appealed to me. I've been lucky enough throughout my career to be growing in high-tech facilities for quite a while, and to be a leader in that high-tech facility, and the opportunity of doing it in something that was world class again was just phenomenal to me. So that's what brought me here.
Of course, and walking through the facility, you can see it's very high tech, and everything seems to be very specifically integrated to match the needs of the facility. Is that essentially?
Yeah, so that was really important, I think, to us all as a team, that we have a facility that's custom designed, so designed to do the function it's doing, rather than something that's retrofitted.
Yes.
And you're always dealing with the quirks and the oddities of the facility you got. Whereas here, we knew what we wanted to get out of an irrigation system. We knew what we wanted to get out of a lighting system, and designed and chose a system that would
facilitate those needs essentially. And that's amazing. All right, should we crack onto the?
Yeah, let's crack on.
Here you can see the irrigation system. Richard, would you like to give us a bit more?
Yeah, so as you drove in the gate, you would have passed a couple of big tanks of water, which holds 2 million litres of water. So our irrigation system, it really starts with the roof. So we capture rainwater, we store it outside.
Yeah.
Over the back on the left-hand side, you can see the first tank is a freshwater day tank.
Okay.
So as we're using that water for irrigation, it then a bit like your heating system at home, the ball cock says, "Oh, I need more water, please."
Yeah.
So it calls for the pumping system to pump water from outside, rainwater, through a filter, through UV, so everything is sterilized, so it comes in nice and clean, and then fills that tank up. We're using water from that tank, then adding custom-made feed recipe too.
Mm-hmm.
So each zone will have its own feed recipe.
Okay.
And as we feed the crop, wastewater comes back. So this is water which has had some nutrients depleted, but there's still a lot of water. Comes back, that's UV sterilized again, goes into day tanks, and then we're using fresh water to top up and fertilizer to replenish the nutrients that have been taken.
Okay.
So that's why one of the main reasons why we can't buy off-the-shelf fertilizers. We custom mix, and as you can see around, it's basically raw ingredients of fertilizers that we've got.
Genuinely,
So we don't buy off the shelf.
And I take it as all the water. Well, it sounds like all the water is being recycled throughout the whole system.
So you can hear water moving around all the time, and that's for two reasons. Number one is that it comes out, goes through a heater, and it's heated up so that groundwater or outside water is going to be 10, 12 degrees C. Whereas we want to water at about 18 degrees C. Oh. So we warm the water up just a little bit, and obviously not hot, but just a little bit, add it a heat. But we also waterfall the water in.
Yeah.
And the idea of that is to oxygenate.
Ah.
So they're always oxygenating the water. So it's sort of a misnomer really that plants like CO2, which is true for the tops.
Yes.
So the leaves want carbon dioxide to photosynthesize, but the roots
need
oxygen.
Okay, no, that makes perfect sense.
So we always oxygenate the roots. Healthy environment.
Yeah.
Healthy environment means healthy plants. We can have a look at the fertilizer.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I take it each fertilizer's let's say custom built for the strain. Yeah.
Not for each cultivar, but for each zone. So the veg zone, for example, likes a lot of nitrates.
Yes.
We have a lot more calcium for cell development in the early flower stage. By the time you get to the late flower, nitrates is something you don't want.
Yes.
So obviously drop out nitrates. So yes, it's definitely developed for each zone.
Exactly.
And equally, some fertilizers can't mix together. So we store them into two tanks. So the B tank is primarily calcium, and the color is coming from iron, which is why it's brown. And it's in the A tank, it's more potassium, nitrates, small amount of nitrate, and the color comes from copper.
Oh.
So, but some of the fertilizers don't mix when they're in a sort of a strong stage. Only when they're in a more diluted stage can you mix them together.
That makes sense. Okay. And I take it as this would then directly into the, let's say, the vegging zone. So these pumps would be pumped into here and then...
Exactly right. So So we've got 2 pumps that are taking from the 2 tanks, and then we've got I can add acid to obviously to lower the pH.
Of course.
I can add lye to increase the pH.
Ah, okay.
So we can adjust the pH, quite specifically, and then we use hydrogen peroxide as well. Hydrogen peroxide's a good sort of disinfectant, but it breaks down when it hits any dirt. So it breaks down to water and oxygen. So it works very well to keep the system clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleanliness is the absolute key to the operation here.
Yeah.
Whether it be, you know, at every stage from material coming in, people coming in, air coming in from outside, everything's filtered, everything's cleaned.
Everything's been filtered out, and you've making sure that there's no contamination coming in.
It's the way that we hit our microbial standard and make sure that what we're delivering is a high quality product to the patient. You know, it's got to be repeatable. It's got to be a product that you know they can rely on as being safe and secure, and particularly for those who are, you know, who've got immuno issues.
Yeah, and to ensure that they're consistently hitting their standards, essentially. No, that's great. Yeah, awesome. And maybe just all the same thing, essentially, right?
This one is moving around the fresh water. So you can see the pumps running all the time because it's constantly moving in.
Okay.
And again, we are also filtering peroxide, and so let's keep the phone easy. That's late flower.
Okay.
We've got mothers over there.
Awesome. And then this is where all the measuring would happen for.
Exactly. So what they're doing here, well, they've got these bits out because they're calibrating. So when they're calibrating probes, they have their standards. And when we weigh any chemicals, we print out as well, just almost a proof point that what we're doing in terms of an audit is accurate and safe.
Accurate. Okay, cool. And to ensure that there's a clean log of everything that's occurring as well. So then
exactly, and of course all of that is documented in the files, so that every day the calibration takes place, and the documentation, Bruno, shows that. So cleaning water is a 3-way system. So excess water comes back from the glass house, goes into first underground tank. When that gets full, it then pumps through, goes through the sieve, which is a basic sieve really, back into the second tank. When that's full, it then goes through the filter, through the UV filter.
Nice.
And then goes to the day storage tank. So it goes from tank to tank to tank. Okay. And each time, if there's any debris, it would level out.
Of course.
And of course, at each stage, the filters get finer and finer.
Yeah.
Until you end up at UV. Again, make sure everything's crystal clean, no bacteria, no disease in the water.
So it's like a big, a more sophisticated reverse osmosis filter.
Exactly. It's a bigger scale.
Reverse osmosis.
Yeah, exactly.
And including UV as well, because
pass through, you can see there's multiple tubes in there. Each tube's got a UV lamp in it.
Oh, okay.
And the idea of the filter particularly is to make sure that any particles are out, because if there's a particle inside, it may block some of the light, and therefore it get a shadow.
Of course.
So you've got to stop that.
That is amazing. I can definitely count.
Yeah.
Okay. And
always pH balancing everywhere at every stage.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, was this let's say built for yourselves, or is this something off the shelf?
So it is sort of off the shelf, this part. So from my background, high tech
greenhouse,
fresh produce, exactly. Yeah. Then custom fertilizers is pretty much the norm.
Okay.
So is this the latest tech? Then the answer is yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But is mixing custom-made recipes the standard within, from my background of tomato growing? The answer is also yes.
Yes. Okay.
So that's the case. Yeah.
And the equipment and everything that's more off the shelf, let's say, equipment. So would you be able to hypothetically go into the warehouse?
I'll say something that's weird now, probably. That shows my age.
Yeah.
So back in the 80s, when I wanted a turntable and decks, and I want tape deck, and I wanted amplifiers, I went to the shop and I chose what I wanted and built my own unit. And you can describe this in the same way. So what we've done is we've put different units together in a configuration that fits us.
That's brilliant. Okay, then how I see it for any nerds out there is building your own PC. Essentially, you want to be able to go get your own components and build it yourself, so then it works to your own needs essentially. No, that's
exactly.
Yeah.
So sterilization is the absolute key. You have a big unit like this.
Yeah.
If it's less of an issue, then you obviously have a smaller unit. This is built for volume. This is built for 64 cubic meters of water per hour cleaning. And that's because we're sterilizing all incoming water. That's why it's built for that volume. If it was just recirculation water, it wouldn't need it as big. Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
And of course, that's also filtering the roof water as well, right?
Exactly.
That's
Right.
okay. So yeah,
Which
that
is
makes
also
sense.
pre-filter before it even gets this
Oh,
big.
yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah, there's another whole room that does just pre-filtering of that.
At least you know that you're getting good quality. Good quality here is everything's been thoroughly filtered, and yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's built to fit the purpose of what it's being used for.
Yeah.
Which is a safe medical product.
Now we're heading into secure room where Glass Pharms team open up some of the finished medical flower for us to properly see up close. We're allowed to hold it, inspect it, and look at the bud structure, the trim, the smell, and the overall quality. But just to be clear, there was no consumption at any point. This was purely for viewing, education, and understanding the final product.
Should we start some flow?
Yes, please.
Okay, so if you want to get hands-on, this first one is our blackberry CBG flower.
Sorry, guys. You know? Yeah, man.
Of course.
Oh, it's a shame that you got destroyed the last one. I'm just gonna get some because I know this got good macro. There we go. Oh wow, the deep, nice purples there.
Yeah, so you can get hands-on. We can break open some. So we do this for every batch to test its viability. It's really an important quality. So should hear some stat. Should basically like be easy to open.
The colors go right through and.
Wait. Oops, sorry, let me focus.
Okay, cool. You might have to zoom out a bit.
Yeah, just don't move your hand so much. Just keep it there.
Okay.
Perfect. Under there.
Oh, look at that. And the way it just breaks is so nice.
Yeah.
It feels like good bud, like good quality bud as well. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Come on, if you don't, you see that in your bud, you're gonna want it.
I'm gonna put this on a little bit. Continue saying what you're saying. Sorry.
Nah, yeah, it just feels like good bud. Hey, do you want to smell it as well? Give it a little test.
Yeah, that just
It smells really good. Look at the structure though. Like you can tell this is grown with love. Like you don't get much of this anywhere, to be honest. And this is why Glass Pharms is my go-to. My absolute go-to. Oh, I hate that I had to break it like this without grinding it. Actually, you know what?
Right.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. There you go.
Thank you. Oh.
So we do a sample of this for every batch to see essentially how it grinds up. You know, it's important that the grind don't not too dry. We'll do some grinding duties for the guys.
Yeah.
That might be more aesthetic. But you're gonna have challenges.
And it's good to see that you're using good quality grinders as well.
Yeah, only the best here.
Ooh, that looks so good. There you go.
So a nice, even, consistent grind. Yeah, so I'll stop moving it. So
Feel free to get hands on with it as well, just so you feel the grind is important.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think
Let me just
Put
actually.
it in your hand, wait. Yeah, and that way. Yeah, perfect.
That's a nice consistent.
Yeah, focus. Yeah, perfect.
Nice consistent grinder. That'd be great for vaping.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for essentially. And this is the cultivar that's really maximised for its unusual cannabinoid content. So that's really about CBG in this particular case. So we can show you some other flowers that
These.
the
yeah, sure.
optimised for terpene content, for example.
Sure, I'll put any of this in my pocket, yeah?
There's a camera up here. The broadcast to security in 8K as well. So that is, that's the other side of this equation. So this is our lemon cherry gelato.
Oh, the lemon cherry gel.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get the get the card first? But
It's got a code name on it, so you won't see it's lemon cherry.
pineapple. Really understand the report.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like oregano. I was like, huh? Oh wow. Oh wow. This really smells like lemon cherry gelato. Oh, so,
To be honest,
yeah.
when I say to you, Mr. Hall, that was perfect. And look, you can pop it up. You can take one out, take one nugget out, and then
The purple's on it as well. They're insane. How do you get this bud structure as well? It's just so.
That's the natural bud structure of this is like that. It's very sticky. It's really quite dense. You know, we see a difference of up to 100% in density across different cultivars. So
Wow. Can you see it there? Yeah.
when you're in the bricks, well, give you a minute, and it adjusts. Yeah, so we've got it now.
Nah, it's so sticky as well.
yeah, it's super sticky.
This would be like a daily thing for me.
Right.
This. Yeah.
So it's got that proper lemon cherry gelato profile with a little bit of kind of a Z in there as well.
Yeah, you can
So
really.
that's it's got a nice flavour profile. This is we should see a T30 version of this coming out soon.
Okay. Sorry.
We'll have to reclaim those. But should we pull this out to the
To the tray.
tray so we can actually see how beautiful the bud structure
Yeah,
is.
I'm just admiring this right now. It's
So
just.
this time of year, you're seeing really nice purpling. Still got that winter temperature differential at night, so more purple.
A lot more purples.
So you've got a nice snap to it.
Yeah.
Good trichome expression. Lots of nice purpling. Yeah. And this is the Sean Tedros. There you go.
Ooh. That's that sticky inky. Oh wow, yeah, it's really sticky. Yeah. Oh,
It's super sticky.
well, at least I know what to put in for my next prescriptions.
Yeah. So this is what I'd be prescribed myself.
Got it, yeah? Yeah. You know, everybody get one.
Strong, but with that gelato profile, so low impairment.
Yeah.
So it's not sedating like some of the Kush types.
It's more like a medium daytime thing where it's a sweet spot between sedative and not sedative, let's say.
Yeah, the feedback we get is it's low impairment, but strong.
Oh, that looks. Oh wow. Oh, that is crazy. Hey, do you understand it?
Yeah, bro. Then.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is really nice. Yeah. Okay.
That's not biting. Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And in terms of the grind, this is kind of slightly greasy feel.
Yeah.
This is kind of like what we're aiming for. But it's really important that the strongest aroma is essentially on the grind rather than the bag appeal.
Yeah.
That's opening of the tin.
Exactly. Because once you grind it up and you start breaking everything up, that's when the aroma should really start coming through, and that's what really shows the true potential. When I start grinding things up, that's when I believe that's when it should really kick in. If that makes sense.
Yeah, do you want to say something about that? Or like,
Yeah, I mean, it's testament to the product being killed fully as well, because then we're containing all the volatile compounds instead of them being volatile. So you open the bag, getting that really strong aroma. When you break it, it means that they're all sort of encased within the trichome still. So we're preserving all that goodness, and then you get to enjoy it as a patient. You get the maximum benefits for your medication.
Exactly. Instead of the terpenes just evaporating out and on the surface of the bud, at least they're preserved on the inside and
Exactly
able
that,
to
yeah.
express themselves when you actually grind them up.
That's it.
That is amazing.
That's it. It's where we really sort of try and take extra care to maintain a good moisture content as well, which helps to preserve those, so we don't not having to add Boveda packs in and stuff, trying to make sure we're getting it to patients like they should be.
That is very true. I've actually found out that I've not had to use much Boveda packs with any of the Glass Pharma stuff. It's only, let's say, if I've had it for maybe like 3-4 weeks, that's when I would be start to throw it in. But other than that, majority of the time it always comes really fresh.
That's good to hear.
Ah,
That's the difficult part.
To put it all out. Yeah.
There is a search on the way out, especially if you've been in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a shame that in a way what we have to do is destroy it, but like that's beautiful purpling, really nice trichome expression, sought after terpene profile.
Where can I put this? Oh,
What with that?
Yeah, I'll take this out, right?
So if you're up for it, I thought what we do is actually show some stuff that's in development.
yeah. Yes.
And maybe you can tell us what you think it is. Should we play that game?
Yeah.
You guys are fun to work with. I enjoy it. You tell me what you think it is. Let me just.
There's one that extra really pops up.
It's so cool.
Oh, this smells so familiar as well. It smells like a. Oh, it smells so familiar. Like a finger in it. It's familiar. Like it's a haze. No, a haze on vinegar. Okay. Can we get one more? No, I'm getting more citrusy vibes. Well, something citrusy onto it. Like maybe. Smells like a haze to me. No, like a cross. It's a cross something. Lemon. Maybe lemon hit? Super lemon? Super lemon? Super sour lemon?
I mean, you're not a million miles away, but no.
No.
I get what you're saying now, but there's something else going on there.
You really get friends.
So if you want to pour it out, this is again, you've got some really beautiful purpling.
It's really nice.
This is almost ready for release.
That is nice. And can we get a lot of it? Yes. What you did mention about the volume is so correct. This is voluptuous. It does retain a lot of the volume.
Yeah, so what you'll see is the Glass Pharms flower is about 20% more volume than stuff that's been hang dried. That's because we use a hybrid process. There's part rack drying and part climate controlled chambers to basically make sure that it gets stabilized to the right active water.
Oh, that smells like. That smells like. Is it Zittles?
Still in the same. A bit closer than the haze.
Yeah.
Getting warmer. Still some distance.
What is it? It's something you know what I mean.
But Z taps, I tell you that.
Yeah.
It's not some Z taps.
This is. I could play this all day.
Sometimes we play for hours.
We have weekly sessions where we do this and go through the product, grind it up, test the tantality and stuff to really make sure that it's test all the micro standards and potency, but then we also make sure that it's what patients are willing to get as well. It's like an extra quality step that we put in.
How do I get a jump? When was I?
Yeah, it's a bit of a key.
How much would you say you roughly cost per
Depends, it's quite a lot. I mean, we probably have harvesting 20 different batches a week or something like that. So it's quite a lot. Yeah.
Oh, bro, that smells so good.
No, 10 batches. Oh, so that's what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, just,
In future.
yeah, it would be 20 in the future.
Not that far.
No.
I don't know. I can't. I want to say it's like it smells like a watermelon zippers, but it doesn't at the same time.
Yeah, I get you. I don't know why, but I can smell Z. Like, as long as the undertone of the Z, something.
Getting similar like fruity esters and stuff.
I'm getting
Not runts? Nah, it's not runts. Nah.
Quite.
Runts have a more gassy.
Yeah, candy sort of ballpark, but it's not far off.
I'm a candy. Like, candy's my weakness when it comes to strains.
Okay.
To me, undertone always have a bigger head.
Yeah.
I can appreciate gassy, but I prefer
The sweetness.
sweet.
Yeah. Sweet. Flower.
No, I haven't broken it yet.
Big reveal.
I don't want to say gelato because
You're close.
Getting close to it.
There is some jar and there's some other stuff.
some gelato, and was that what was it? Zoe?
No, it's a complex mix though. I'm sure it's to go to the review.
Yeah.
This is our apples and bananas.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense now. Now I can smell. Yeah. Okay.
So you've got the sour apple candy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. But you know, it's got gelati in the lineage, so you know, it's got the kind of little bit of peppery kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
You gonna smell it one more time? Yeah, now you said it. Now I can actually put the top profiles in my head and be like, okay, yeah,
It's not an easy one to do. So with this, I think this is a really good example of let's see like how much you get of that. You know, essentially what you're looking for in apples and bananas, you're looking for the sour apple smell, a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of pepper. Is it?
yeah.
That right?
Yeah, so hint of gas.
oh, this is just. Sure, there's no jobs going, yeah?
Well, this is definitely the fun part of the job.
Yeah. And then let's do that.
It's past the Sean stick.
Yes.
Nah, that is pretty. I hate that. You should have told me that this was going to get destroyed.
It's
Hard to get used to.
That's just not so.
But it's important for us to be able to show the work, and you know, we're looking to have that, you know, be coming out quite soon.
No, that is definitely about written my script.
yeah. This batch should be.
I'm just going to throw this a bit.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you have to do the same. It's good work.
And the rubbish bin is just outside.
Big bonfire and down.
See me, guys.
One thing about the entire facility, we know where every gram of cannabis is at any time, any point in time, every single round, whether it's on a plant, whether it's been harvested, whether it's being cured, every single gram is accounted for at all times.
That's amazing. At least you know we have everything. Everything's coordinated.
Yeah, we have to for the home office lodge as well. Have to make sure that everything's in order, and if they get audited, we know where every gram of everything is. So.
Okay, so this is one of our mainstays. So should we go for that one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So,
Do you want to tell me? Do you want to play the guest in there?
Let me play the guest again. I'm going to play the guest again. Right. Oh, that smells. Orangey? That orange tangy? Orange? Interesting. Sorry.
Not getting that.
No?
No, not for me.
No, actually.
That's not orange. That's more sour to me. So that's like a sour. I don't know. It's actually hard. When I smell so many things, I'm like, what is what?
No, that does happen. You got the coffee.
that was blind.
Yeah, literally. I'm not getting that.
Mind you, that coffee's terrible.
Yeah, stand-on coffees might not be
Yeah.
yeah.
You do. But this has got some proper fuel. So
Jet fuel.
Yeah.
it's jet fuel's part of the lineage, yeah.
I knew it from a gassy kind of standpoint.
I feel like I've had it as well. That's the worst thing about it.
Well, we'll go for a massive tease for this one. This is the first class funk.
Oh yes, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I remember having this. Yeah.
Was in the mix.
But it's got the fuel.
Yeah, I knew I had this. This one's
Absolutely.
nice.
But for us, this is a real staple.
Yeah.
And you can see the difference in coloration between the different cultivars. Very vibrant, very very green, contrasting with the the purpling in some of us.
Yeah, now I can properly smell it now. And that's what's the lineage of the first class funk? It's a Kush and
First class punk, it's jet fuel, gelato, cost of GMI.
GMO. Okay, sorry. But yeah,
You go, for me, it leans a bit more to the GMI. You get that kind of really gaseous almost. So I kind of like how it's got an unusual smell to it. It's got quite a like garlicky sort of onion smell to it. Hello.
oh yeah. Okay, wait, there's light. Thank you. Wait, is it? So what else? You want to sign?
I have to laugh of smelling every week. I thought that it's more Blazin today.
Hey, do you want some?
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm smelling gas. It's gas smell if you really want.
Yeah, that's what. Bit of fuel, grainy. That's fine.
Good vape. Good vape quality there. Sorry. Nice. This will go for a good session in the X-Max suite. Sorry, in the Venti.
Wait, it's not moving the human.
Sorry.
Moving so much. My camera's there. Focus. That's fine. You move it a little bit, yeah. Perfect. Cool.
Honestly, I feel like I'm in Disneyland.
Right, well, we've got one more for you.
I'm gonna be able to throw away 50 grams like that.
I know, but it's like they show you a little bit less. But I think that, you know, this is what we do as a standard process because you kind of need to see like what sample.
Now.
Yeah, and a little bit of variation on different bud sizes and those things.
Have you ever had a case when we've got to this point and you haven't like, what happens then?
No, just gets destroyed.
Oh, snap. Like, oh, so the whole string will just go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, true.
It's there are lots of things that can go wrong in the process, and the most important thing is that the safety is there in terms of quality. But if things aren't right organoleptically, then they
Just get it for yeah.
they have to.
What's the heartbreaking, obviously, because it's like that. Baby.
It's super difficult. Like, you know, you get attached to the plants, they come through a really long journey, and some of them don't make it. So that's, you know, when you start working, you go, yeah, it's like a chocolate factory. But if you imagine having to, you know, destroy it.
Chocolate.
Yeah. It's difficult about the job.
So one more for you.
Yes, perfect.
See if you recognise this one.
If I don't, then just kick me out. Is it the blackberry balance?
No. This is our Mac.
No way.
This is the super Mac.
Wow. It looks. Them buds are so
Yeah.
dense. Okay, yeah, you can see it.
So this is where you've gotten to the point where, you know, this is the most dense flower apart from some of the cushies, did you say?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fine.
And really amazing trichome expression and super dense. So there's a 100% difference between like a sativa tangerine boost type and the Mac or some of the cushies. So, you know, what you're seeing here is much more dense flower.
Yeah, you can see it. It looks so nice. The trichome structure is crazy. It's really coated.
You've got a loop over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oops. I want to zoom out and then I'll record you. No, that's my loop. We're not trying to hold it. Wow.
Yes.
Wasn't tissue. Just give the lens a bit of a clean.
Oh, yeah.
Just no like two lenses like that.
This is as good as we're getting.
Just the purple structure there. It's so trichome, like it's caked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
That's what we see with Mac. It's beautiful trichome expression, lovely coloration, super dense flower.
Wow. Sorry, I can. This is well done. Well done, honestly.
It's a team effort.
Yeah. At least you know it's going out to passionate people as well. Yeah.
Well, we're all on the same page, so.
Yeah. Awesome. No. Yeah. Come. I'm gonna. May I grab some up? That's
Of course. So you've got a sweet orange on the nose there.
really.
Tiny bit of pepper, but you know, mostly
smells?
sweetness.
Oh yeah. That orangey.
Yeah, I think that hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah. That oranginess and that pepperness really. Normally I like to save the big ones, but now it's just like.
It's terrible because it's like, you know, we understand how much it means to people, and like when you get, I get my prescription, I'm doing exactly the same thing, by the way. I'm like, okay, I'm going to save this bit. Then you come to the end of the bag. At one level, you have two different mindsets. One is at the patient perspective. I'm like, oh, they're running out of this bag, and you come back to work, and go, yeah, this is. It's quite a lot.
It's a real paradox. I'll go wait for the next one and then we're here just break it down.
For a lot of people, this medicine is a really important part of their life.
Yeah.
We get a lot of respect and we appreciate that.
But it's people like you that help push it and make it safer and make it more available for everyone. That's why it's
That's
so
the point,
important.
yeah.
That's why it's so important having these things here and people like yourself, really, because you're bridging the gap and changing lives generally.
Genuinely.
How's the grind on that one?
Yeah, really smooth. It was one of the smoothest grinds I've had. Oh, wow. Oh, and look at that. Sorry, guys. It just grinded up so well. I'm just going to pour some into my hand here.
Keep your hands slow, remember.
Look at that. Oh. That is... Here, Johnson, isn't it?
Yeah, that smells bad.
Yeah.
Right, man.
Yeah, it smells so
It
nice.
all smells so nice. I'm getting nose blind at this point. Everything smells good.
Yeah, well, that's the way
We can do a taste test?
I'll just see how it is. Yeah,
The pepperiness came out really nice.
a little bit of oiliness, but gritty. That's fine. Right.
Yeah,
Well,
good.
that's the last sample for today.
Ah, this is.
There you go.
There we go.
It's called the Sean Dunn test.
Yeah, the short test.
Nothing leaves here without the Sean
Yeah,
Dunn
it doesn't stick, it's not going.
Right, bro. I wish I could take this home.
No,
But-
unfortunately, that's
Be available through your clinic and
Yeah.
pharmacy.
Yeah. That new home office. If we can go through the curing process.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about our curing process?
Yeah.
So once we finish drying the product, we'll do two tests. So we'll make sure that we test the active water to make sure the microbial safety. So we'll make sure everything's below 0.62 AW. This means that there's no chance for any mold to develop, anything like that. So we'll make sure it's safe first of all. Then we'll put the product into stainless steel chambers that we've got, and these we've got a device that we attach to them. So this will do an automated air exchange. So every 24 hours we do a 30-minute air exchange. So we guarantee that each day that it's getting fresh air exchange, any CO2 or other gases that are coming off will be removed from the chamber. And that process will go on for bare minimum of 1 week, maximum of 2 weeks. So generally we see about 1 week is sufficient for most cultivars. Certain other ones, especially some of the more premium ones, they can maybe take 10 days, a little bit longer. But during that process, so we monitor CO2 levels.
Yeah.
So you do that in parts per million. So what we can do is we can see when the curing process is finished, essentially, because it will stop producing CO2 as as all the enzymatic activity starts to stop. We'll notice like tertiary aromas, so like the more the desirable smell will come out, you'll lose that sort of grassy chlorophyll sort of smell from it as well. And then so when we start to see the CO2 levels stabilise, so getting close to ambient, so ambient CO2 levels are about 400 parts per million.
Okay.
When we first put the product in, you'll see it go up to maybe over 1,000 parts per million, maybe up to 1,500. So you can really see it sort of, and we monitor that all the way through the process, so we can see when it's reached that stage. Like I say, some cultivars take a little bit longer than other ones, but we sort of, everything has to have the same process, but we have to sort of fine tune it a little bit for some of them just to make sure we're getting that quality out there.
And there's a lot of rumours on, like, let's say Reddit or the internet threads saying that that yourselves perform freeze drying. Could you tell me how different that? Of course, could you inform me how it's not freeze drying and it's a different hybrid system?
I can talk to you a little bit about it. So I can say to you that it's definitely, we're not using just a straightforward freeze run process. We don't do that, but unfortunately I can't go into too much specifics because it's a proprietary process that we've got. So it's a hybrid process, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, no, that's fine, yeah.
And it is something that no one else is really doing. And it's something that we have dialed in, and we've got a lot more better. And as you can see, the quality of the product now,
Exactly.
I know there was some concerns from some patients at the start, but we can guarantee the quality of the product, and you see the level of testing that we go to, so we make sure that it's going out to patients. And I'm an end consumer myself as well. I've been a patient for a long time, so it's very important to me to make sure that you guys and any other patients getting that quality of medicine that I'd want to receive. And the same as the rest of the team here, we've all got a really high standard of quality that we want to put out there. So
No, brilliant, yeah. Because that's one thing that a lot of people keep saying, and I've had to like go out on your defense to tell them, to inform them that it's not freeze drying. It's a whole new method, and it's a brand new science here, and that's what we need to encourage, especially within this industry, is new ways of performing things and making things more efficient and making sure that the end patient has the best quality that they can receive.
Yeah, that's it, and that's primary for us. We want to make sure like patient safety is number one. Really, we want to make sure the quality is there, make sure people are happy with the product. But the main thing is the safety. So all of our processes were aimed at. So we don't use any sort of irradiation techniques or anything like that. So a lot of our processes are designed to minimise any microbial proliferation, anything that might spoil the product. So we treat it with real like high care throughout the whole process, from cultivation, from the grow team right the way through to the end process when we're curing it. And then, like, as you've seen, we do extra steps at the end to make sure, even though it might technically tick all of the boxes on the paperwork, we still have to make sure that it's good quality product that's going out the door. So which not everyone does that, so we try to sort of separate ourselves from the crowd. And
it's so true, and I can testify that the quality control here is very thorough, and the non-irradiation thing is brilliant because you can really smell the terpenes coming out, especially when they're when you grind it up. You can really see the passion coming from the team as well from the end product.
How did you get into the industry as well? Sorry.
Into the industry, so I worked initially. I was running a CBD company for about 8 years. So I've been in the cannabis industry for probably about 8 or 9 years now. I've also studied horticulture as well. So when I initially started here, I was part of the grow team, but then I moved over and moved into more of the drying and the curing phase of it as well. But also I've been a patient for quite a long time as well. I think about 2019, so when it first sort of came about, I've dealt with chronic pain and have done for most of my life, and it's I can't take any other medication, so I've tried pretty much every other pharmaceutical you can do, and so I'm really, really passionate about cannabis because it's something that's given me a better quality of life. And I've seen firsthand, like friends with a lot of patients in the different groups, and seen how much difference it really makes to people's lives. So it's it's an industry I've wanted to get into for a long time, and unfortunately Glass Pharms give me the opportunity.
And it's amazing to see that this sector itself is open up thousands of opportunities, and especially in the near future, I believe, especially in the 2030s, there should be a boom, hopefully, especially within Glass Pharms. I believe you did, Mark mentioned that you're only at 50% at the moment?
I think even less than that, yeah, I think so.
Pardon? 8%.
8%, yeah.
8% full.
So the idea, that's it. I mean, like we want to get product out fresh because, as you know, as a patient, quite often you get product maybe a year old, been there a long time, been through multiple processes to try and treat it. So we're really focused on, we want to treat it like a fresh produce, get it out to patients while it's fresh, whilst it's its maximum medical benefits, really. So sort of separate ourselves from the crowd a bit with that one.
No, 100%. I believe you lot have, and you can see the quality difference again. One last question, I would say. What would you say is the pros and cons of working here, or what would you say motivates you to come here in the morning?
Patients, it's like, I'm a patient, you're a patient, it is people, making sure we've got good quality medicine. I was aware that this was a medicine before it was a medicine in the UK, and I'm really passionate about that. I've seen firsthand, I had some friends that are no longer with us, it gives them a better quality end of life, really helps some people, and I've got friends with MS, all sorts of different conditions, and just seeing the quality of life, and it's a medicine, there's a lot of stigma attached to it as well, so I want to try and help break that down. Glass Pharms give me an opportunity to come in and sort of share some of my knowledge of them. I've learned a lot from them, so that's a big positive for me, working in the pharmaceutical space, which is something I never really thought that I would do, to be honest with you. But it's it's really rewarding work, and then getting feedback from people like yourself as well. That really motivates me to come in and to sort of make sure we get that quality there. And I've been on the sore end of the stick, as well, and it's expensive to get good quality medication, and when you get it, there's nothing worse than you get it and it's either old, or I've had it before and had product with seeds in it or product with mould in it, and you get that, and just being able to go out, and I know that we can put quality out there not many other companies are doing, that's a big pro for me and a big rewarding part of the job.
I can definitely see the passion in it. That's why I like just talking to someone who's actually got the passion for the sector or the plant itself, it's just nice to see, honestly.
That's it, I mean, it took me, before I was working in the CBD industry, it was I had an end goal of wanting to be in the medical industry and sort of be part of it and helping to create good quality medicine. So it's to finally be here now, it's a rewarding process.
I can imagine. Now that's so cool. Anything else you reckon?
Favorite strains?
Your favorite strains to work with.
Favourite strains to work with? I mean, the Mac is probably one of my favourite just because it's beautiful, and also Capulet is a legend in the industry, so it's good to see some of his genetics available. Personally, as a medicine, the first class funk is one that I've used a lot. I find it really good because I struggle, I've got issues in my spine, so I have a lot of pain and struggle with sleeping. And that one for me, it just really helps me to sleep, gives me sort of good pain relief as well. But it's also not too mind altering, you know, sometimes it can give you a bit of a fuzzy head, but with that I find it helps me sleep, I wake up, don't feel groggy, and it's just, so that one's a really good one for me. The Mac as well, that's a really good one. I find, especially more in the daytime as well. It's good for pain relief, but it's not too soporific. Doesn't make you feel sleepy. Doesn't like knock you out. So it's like a good sort of balanced hybrid. And I'm trying to think what other ones. We've got quite a few cocktails here now.
I was going to say, which strain is the biggest headache for yourself?
The biggest headache?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, some of the more premium ones are a bit more challenging to handle, because especially the really sticky ones when we're curing, we have to decant stuff can clump together a little bit, so it can be a bit more tricky. But for me, I know that means it's good quality medicine as well. So whilst I've got to be a little bit more careful handling it, but it can be a little bit more challenging sometimes, a little bit more cleaning because you get more resin come off of it as well. So, but yeah, they can be some of the better ones can be a bit more challenging. But it's good though. It's like a challenge, and it's good, especially when you see the end result come out. And and
I can imagine, obviously, knowing that's come out that resinous, it just means it shows that you lot have done a really good job.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's first of all testament to the cultivation of the grow team, because if they weren't growing good quality products, I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. But then also our processes as well, we've been dialing them in, and we do a lot of time on R&D and trying to develop it and refine the process, get it better, and we're getting a lot of feedback from other patients. We really take that on board as well. So it's it's nice to see that we're getting product like this going out the door. It feels like something I can be proud of putting out there. Some companies I see I wouldn't really want to be affiliated with the product they're putting out, but Glass Pharms, I can stand behind it.
100%.
Good quality products.
And again, I'd say this firsthand, Glass Pharms is my favourite. They're my go-to. Whenever I get a script, I at least get two something from Glass Pharms, so I can definitely attest to their quality and just the overall feel of it. I've never had an issue with them. Like, there's several other companies that I'll try something and it just doesn't feel right, or it doesn't feel as strong, or the terps aren't there, or the radiation's off. But I've always found that Glass Pharms has that consistency, and they've always been able to make me happy, basically.
That's good to hear. Our QA and QC team are really stringent. They make sure everything's tested properly, and they're really, a lot of effort goes into making sure you get that consistent product come out. So.
Yo, Blazers, this is the Glass Pharms tour wrapped up. Honestly, the whole experience was a massive eye-opener for me. Seeing the process up close, from the growing space to the quality control, the secure handling, and the final flower, really showed me how much care, science, and professionalism goes into medical cannabis production here in the UK. Again, I'd like to say a massive thank you to the Glass Pharms team for letting me come down, film, ask questions, and learn properly. Big thanks again to Anna, Mike, Rob, and Richard, and everyone else involved who took time to explain things and show us around. A huge shout out to my best friend and cameraman, Frosty. He helped capture this journey, so make sure you check out his adventures and support his YouTube channel below. And to everyone watching, I know I might have used the wrong words here and there, but that's a part of the journey. I'm learning as I go, and hopefully you've learned something with me too. And if you enjoyed the tour, make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel, because I want to keep bringing you more content like this. And if you want to support the channel, you can use code JBLazin at the CBD Bud Shop. It helps me keep pushing the content further. Big love to everyone watching. Stay lit, stay locked in, stay blazing.